road trip ×2. The Reavers roll into Hawks country looking to make roadkill out of Northeast. 17th ranked Iowa Western killing it in Marshalltown. Are the Tigers an easy target? The ladies on target in Norfolk. Does Iowa Western hit the bullseye? Everybody on the mark in Marshalltown. The Reavers sharing the load. Lewis Central loaded once again. The 8th ranked Titans not horsing around. The Lynx claw it out with the Wolverines. AL is shooting for 3. St. Albert shooting for 5. The Falcons have the Tigers seeing red. Getting down to business at the Missouri River Conference Wrestling Tournament. Who gets the job done? From top to bottom.
Hi, I'm Robbie Finch from AL.
And I'm Jordan Bowder, and the Bluffs Sports Zone starts right now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to another edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Well, it's bounce back time for the Iowa Western men's basketball team. The Reavers flying high just a couple of weeks ago, remember? Ranked 3rd in the nation? Well, a couple of losses later and things have changed just a little bit. For one, Iowa Western drops to 17th in the rankings. So it's time to turn things around. On the road, nonetheless. Here's IWTV student Austin Heinen.
Gentlemen, take the court. The Hawks looking for their first conference win. Iowa Western goes on a 9-2 start. Deshaun Munson missing, but Shaq Calhoun there for the follow-up. 2 Reaver possessions later, Josiah Coleman buries the transition triple. 15-9 visitors. 11.5 left in the first. Northeast on an 11-3 run. Deontay Smith drills the tray. 18-15 men in black. Responding to that, Coleman strokes the deep shot. 44-37 Iowa Western. Reavers getting it done at both ends. Coleman with the hustle play. Shakir Brown the pass. Munson, the exclamation! Next possession, Munson, I got this. Send the mail! 46-39. 4 minutes left. Reavers on a 10-0 run. Ryan Bowie, the putback. Big Blue getting the applause, up 48-39 at the half. Wasting no time, Shaq Calhoun, I'll hold that for you. Finish with the transition lay-in. The freshman isn't done yet. Bowie looking long. Shaq Calhoun, strike thee down, 57-43. Calhoun had a game-high 27 points. Hawks head coach Dan Anderson, not pleased. Midway through the second half, Capri Alston out of the timeout. Banks at home and one. He had 26 on the night. Big Blue, though, just too much. The Shaq attack continues. 3-pointer good as the Reavers cruise to a 99-87 victory.
Going on the road, I mean, it's always difficult on the road. It's very nice to come back because you can take it a couple ways. I mean, guys can come in after those 2 losses and kind of get their heads down and come back and get 3 losses or 4 losses, but they responded really well.
We're still a little, I wouldn't say shaken up over the 2 losses we had for conference, but we're just coming back strong.
Keep rebounding, playing harder, playing better defense and stuff like that. And just, staying level-headed and keep working as a team.
5 games left, Coach. How do you feel about the road ahead?
I mean, we got to get better in a lot of areas, but I thought we did some good things tonight. I was very pleased. We executed better, did a nice job of executing our offense, obviously put 99 up on the board. Good job there. The schedule is tough, and you can play it a couple ways. I mean, you can bring in JV teams and everything else and do it, but the only way you're going to get better is to play good teams.
Men dropped 14 threes on the night. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Austin Heinen.
Thanks, Austin. Earlier in the week, Iowa Western goes for the sweep at Marshalltown. Darian Williams starts it off from the corner with a whopping 3 of his 20 points. The Reavers start the game a 10-0 run, capped by Deshaun Munson with the bucket. Then Ryan Bowie off the rebound. The Reavers go up 13 early, 24-11. But the home team gets it together, works up a game plan. And Mike Rodriguez gets hot. 2 of his 25. The Tigers trying to claw back in it. And again, it's Rodriguez, and one cuts it to single digits, 29-20 visitors. Iowa Western again, Deshaun Munson. But check this out, Ryan Bowie off the alley-oop. He had 11 points, 33-20 Reavers. Shaquille Calhoun gets involved. One of the visitors, 9 threes, 47-29 at the half. Second half, no different. Darian Williams, bang, off the fast break. Inside to the big guy, Ty Houghton with his only 2. Iowa Western pulling away 60-33. And then the capper, Darian Williams with authority. Reavers win 81-60.
We was making shots tonight. In the past 2 games, we didn't really shoot particularly well, and then we played pretty hard. So we just keep that going, and we was moving the ball. So we keep moving forward. I think we'll continue to win games.
Deshaun Munson was very good as far as driving the ball. He's really fast with it, and even at our place, he's really good. He didn't finish the shots inside the lane like he did tonight. 90 got inside the lane, played up above the rim, and made some tough plays. And when you put pressure on the rim like that, it brings open your shooters, and we shot the ball pretty well.
The Reavers win their 3rd in a row in the Student Activity Center and improved to 3-3 all-time in that building. All right, so the Reavers get back on track. Now, what about the ladies? Like the guys, all's well at Northeast as well? Once again, here's IWTV student Austin Heinen, but we just call him Ino.
Head coach Jim Turgeon and his squad on the road against Northeast. Looking to set the tempo early, Blair Harding to Fani Chutarash, 4-3 Reavers. Couple possessions later, Simone Gillum from the outside, buckets! 7 minutes into the game, Hawks hanging around. Lexi Murphy in transition lays it in, 16-13 visitors. A minute later, Abigail Asoro gets a transition lane of her own. Next Reaver possession, Jasmine Trimboli sinks the trifecta. 23-20 Big Blue. Northeast not going anywhere. Emily Gamble, jumper in the paint, got it to tie the game. 2 minutes left in the half. Janae Hegg off another transition play, lays it in. Iowa Western leads 39-37 at the break. Second half, Big Blue starts off hot. Asoro, who had 27 on the night, banks it home. Tough shot for Abby. Home team keeps answering back. Murphy scores 3 of her 16 points to cut it to a 1-point game. 12 minutes to go. Murphy on the fast break. Who needs layups? Parries a transition 3, 56-51 home team. Northeast continues to attack. Allison Klostergaard banks it in. Reavers only make 3 field goals in the final 14 minutes as the Hawks sink the Reavers 83-69.
That's going to happen. We're going to play them now in the championship game. We were lucky enough to, that last shot didn't go in, and we have the point spread. It's so frustrating. There's a lot of things I would have done different, but we're trying to win the game.
Reavers split the series with the Hawks, but with the point difference, Big Blue will have the regional final at Canesville. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Austin Heinen.
Thanks, Austin. Now, earlier in the week, Iowa Western takes on Marshalltown. This one, all Reavers. Abigail Asoro inside 2 of her 10 points. The visitors up 7 early, but the Tigers fire back. Rusty Enio underneath. Blair Harding caps a 9-0 run. From the corner, Iowa Western up 23-9. Jasmine Trimboli, 3 of her 9 points. Reavers up 17. But the Tigers regroup. Then Jasmine Howe weaves her way through traffic with 2 of her team-high 19 points. The Reavers go up 36-19 at the break. Second half, same story. Simone Gillum is Iowa Western 9 threes on the day. Then off the inbounds, Gillum again, 2 of her 11. Once again, Jasmine Trimboli, another triple. Reavers cruise 68-41.
Of our first 20 baskets, we had 19 assists, and we're sharing the basketball. And then we're particularly good when we go inside, either off the dribble or throwing it inside off the pass, and then kick it out for the 3. We're particularly good when we do that.
Well, for a game like that, it's hard to kind of control a game. Like, since they walking the ball up the floor and we trying to be aggressive on our end, it's just hard to control it. But you just gotta know what your team's capable of doing.
Iowa Western continues its dominance of Marshalltown. The Reavers tamed the Tigers last year by 57. In high school basketball, the Falcons have won 5 in a row, but how? But next up, the 8th-ranked Titans look to make it 3 straight when we come back.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
And you know, you gotta admit, the one team that's pretty much been consistent all season, the Titans. 8th-ranked Lewis Central doesn't rebuild, it appears, it just reloads. LC is once again sitting near the top of the ladder in the Hawkeye 10 Conference. For more, here's IDUB TV student Michael Byland.
Just a little over a week ago, Lewis Central won at Atlantic. Now the Trojans come to LC for their second meeting. Home team gets on the board first, Alexis Spielman for 2. Back the other way, Atlantic's Aaron Olson nails a triple. Away team trails 10-8. Sophomore Kai Matson says, "I'll match that." LC up after 1, 17-8. Second quarter, Trojans' Catherine Leonard with a nice little dribble drive for the basket. On the other end, Spielman finds Asia Sockrider for the easy score. Titans by 9. This time Leonard passes off to Tiffany Williams. That one goes. Atlantic making things interesting, only down 27-23 at the break. Second half, Lewis Central comes out in a full court defense, which creates turnovers. That leads to an easy basket. Paige Beacom with the score. Off the miss, Sockrider in perfect position to clean up that rebound. Junior finishes with 13. Down 12 after 3, the Trojans need to go on a run. Megan Riley with the jumper. The visitors again off the rebound. Olsen finds Williams. In transition, Atlantic gets it within 5. But with Kai Matson going 4 for 4 at the free throw line down the stretch, home team escapes with a win, 56-46.
Putting on pressure was something that we really wanted to do. We wanted to make them turn it over, and once they turned it over, get into transition. It's just that at times, we played really well, played really aggressive, got turnovers, got steals, got layups. But other times we kind of just backed off, and we were content playing half-court defense. And I got to give them credit. They made some shots and kept themselves in it, and gave themselves a shot in the fourth quarter.
I believe that we all played together. I mean, we were down for most of the time. And at halftime, we just all came together and said, hey, we got to do this, we got to do that, because we're ranked 8th in the state, so we feel obligated to, go out and play hard for everybody.
Play right from the start. Let's jump out on them. That's one thing that going into districts that we're really going to be concentrating on is defense, and the offense will come and again, getting out in transition, what we like to do.
Titans have won 7 of their last 8. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Michael Byland.
Thanks, Michael. And then there's Abraham Lincoln. The Lynx have won 4 of their last 5. Next up, a toughie against Sioux City West. The Wolverines come to Council Bluffs riding a 5-game winning streak. Head coach Chad Shaw and the Lynx without 3-year starter and captain Delaney Bolton. Now the theme of the game, turnovers. The visitors run out to a quick 7-zip lead. SC West makes it 14-0 just over 3.5 minutes in. Tanya Meyer inside. AL comes shooting back. The home team a 7-0 run. Madison Reed hits it. And then Hannah Hennings on the block, goes up strong, and then back up and in. The Lynx trail 18-8 after 1. Hanging tough on the boards. Reed banks in 2 of her, 7 points. But the Wolverines' Tanya Meyer, a force inside and out. The senior nails one of her 3 trays, 21-10 West. Abraham Lincoln staying close. Hannah Hennings lays it in. AL trails 29-20 at the break. Hennings and the Lynx cut it to 7 to start the second half. The visitors keep forcing turnovers. SC West goes on a 6-0 run to make it 35-22. Meyer here leads all scorers with 25 points. The Wolverines outscore the home team 28-9 in the third quarter. Cassie Jopfort, one of West's 8 threes. Now AL's down 57-29 headed into the fourth. Hannah Henning scores a team-high 19 points. Sioux City West wins big, though, 69-39. The Lynx without a good ball handler at times.
No, you know, it's a problem when you have 5 girls that weren't wanting the ball and stuff. So we just got to do a better job of wanting the ball, moving to the ball, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, once we were up at half, and then once we started getting down, everyone just kept getting down, and we tried to get each other up, but we couldn't make anything, and they were making everything.
You know, I hope this game will help us grow. Obviously, we got things coming up. We still have dreams to go places and stuff. We have 3 games left. Then we start off districts with TJ, and hopefully we can get past them. We'll get a chance at Johnston and go from there.
Sioux City West sweeps the season series. AL, 2 more home games against Omaha Duchesne and then 8th-ranked Lewis Central. Now the Lynx close out the regular season on the road at number 3, Sioux City Healing. With the loss, the Lynx now stand at 9-9. Lewis Central just keeps on winning. The Titans win at Glenwood, and then same thing at Sergeant Bluff Luton, but it took them 4 overtimes. Wow. LC now a sparkling 13-4. When will it end for TJ? The Yellow Jackets continue to feel blue at 1-15. St. Albert sits at a very respectable 10-8. Doing a lot of sit-outs at Thomas Jefferson. Tournament time. Next up, though, the Falcons look to paint the Tigers red after the break.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
You know, kind of get the feeling that the Falcons are back in business. New conference? So what? You know, St. Albert, not exactly the biggest dog in the fight in the Hawkeye 10 Conference, but perhaps the dog with the biggest fight. Case in point, here's IDUP TV student Aaron Zach.
Thanks, JJ. These 2 teams battled it out earlier in the season as St. Albert beat Red Oak by a margin of 17. But the Falcons know they can't take the Tigers lightly as Red Oak only has 1 win on the season. The Falcons don't waste time. Travis Miller, nothing but net. The home team up 3-0. Red Oak comes back. Brandon Burt from the wing. We're all tied at 3-all. Next possession, Miller again on the wing. Count it, St. Albert back on top 6-3. Now the fans are getting all excited for a potential 5th straight win at home. Tigers staying right with them. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Burt from the top hits it. The junior finishes with 9 points. It's all tied up. Home team on a fast break. Jake Avey splits 2 guys. Falcons up 8-6. Visitors turn the ball over a number of times. Travis Miller with a deflection. Sam Snead to an open Miller in the corner. Yes, the sophomore knocks down 3 of his 12 points. St. Albert ahead 13-8. Falcons lead the Tigers by 6 after 1. The offense kicks it in the second quarter. Avey in the corner drills it. The senior leads the team with 14 points, 25-14 St. Albert. Head coach Dale Scott and his Falcons head into the break up 19. Second half, Miller on the run. Almost loses it, but finds Snead down in the post. The senior gives the Falcons a commanding 40-19 lead. Now Red Oak is trying to make a comeback, but the turnover bug hits again. Sam Snead with the loose ball, bounce passes to Gage Bowman. St. Albert goes on to win big, 67-27.
I thought we came out and got some offense going early. Travis Miller got us going on a quick start with some threes, and I thought kind of weathered a little storm there. Red Oak was also playing very well offense in the first quarter. It doesn't get any easier, that's for sure. Our last 6-7 games here are going to be really, really tough, and I think that's good. That's what we want. We want to be challenged.
Well, we knew even though they had only 1 win that they were still a good team, and we still had to come into it like we were playing a really good team. So we went through scout like we normally do, practice like we normally do, practice hard, and we just came out and played.
The Falcons outscored the Tigers 38-19 in the first half. St. Albert sweeps Red Oak in conference play. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Aaron Zach.
Thanks, Aaron. So 5 straight. Make that 5 in a row for the Falcons. It took them a while to figure things out in their new league and without one of their stud players from a year ago, but still, St. Albert is figuring it out. The Birds are now 9-8, lost at number 8 Trainer the other night. But how about LC? It's clicking for the Titans. Lewis Central's won 6 straight, 10-6, not bad. AL getting better. 2 steps forward, just 1 step back now. The Lynx are 8-10. Thomas Jefferson wins at Sioux City West for the first time in 4 years, but still TJ sits at 3-13. The schedule winding down. Not that many regular season games left. It's almost time for our Play of the Week. One can only wonder the wonder of it all. But hey, all hands on deck at the Missouri River Conference Wrestling Tournament. Who won? Anybody we know on the other side.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury, getting you back in the action. Jenny Ed Sports Med partners with Neb Ortho, giving you consistent one-on-one care from diagnosis to rehab. And since every injury an athlete is different, they've even developed a sports injury clinic specifically designed for athletes. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
Jack Frost, you do have beautiful teeth.
My what?
Are they really as white as they say? Yes. Oh, they really do sparkle like freshly fallen snow. This is an excellent example of what teeth should look like. Check out the iridescence of that incisor, the beauty of that bicuspid, the magnificence of those molars. And the best way to achieve such terrific teeth is brushing. 2 minutes, twice a day. Not 30 seconds, not 1:45. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. They're beautiful.
Sweating it out at the Missouri River Conference Wrestling Tournament. One more shot at glory. Thomas Jefferson plays host to the big event. 7 schools come and join in all the fun. Of course, TJ and AL hoping to crown some individual champions. The host Yellow Jackets place 3 guys in the finals. Abraham Lincoln 2. First up, 106-pounders Braden Curry from Sergeant Bluff Luton muscles TJ's McGuire Midkiff for 2. Second period, the freshman takes down the freshman again for a 4-zip lead. Curry wins by decision, 6-0. Next up, 120. Robbie Finch from AL shoots for the double leg and gets it for a quick lead over Oakley Senchang from SBL. Moments later, Finch, gunning for career win number 100, goes for the pin. The senior in command, 7-0 after 1. Second period, the Warrior has the Lynx on his back. Finch fights to get out and later does. He takes a 10-5 lead into the third. Points and more points. And in the end, Robbie Finch wins his first ever tournament. The final, 14-8. And it's all about the journey.
Yeah, it's really paying off. I'm so glad that I've stuck it out for 4 years now, and it means a lot.
It means a lot to TJ's Colton Klingenpeel, 126-pound championship, the sophomore, with the takedown. Second period, Klingenpeel recovering from a fractured left wrist with the single leg, and it's 4-0. Deuce Faley from Sergeant Bluff Luton has the yellow jacket in a cradle. Cuts it to 4-3 in the third, but Klingenpeel peels out of it and then scores a reversal for 2 more. Colton Klingenpeel holds on for a 6-3 win. Now, Colton hadn't wrestled competitively since January 11th.
It was hard coming back, being out for 2 weeks. It really put me out of shape, but just putting in the hard work to get back in shape is the best I could do, and it paid out today.
Looking for a payoff at 1:38 with his cousin videotaping, Thomas Jefferson Stephen Ruby gets a leg up on Johnny Stevens from Sioux City East, but not so fast. Ruby trails 7-2 in the third. The Yellow Jacket senior keeps fighting for 2, but the Black Raider keeps coming as well. Gets his head out. Stevens outpoints Ruby 11-5, and in the end, TJ comes away with 1 conference champion.
Yeah, I mean, we came up short on 2 of them. Klingenpeel coming back and trying to knock some rust off. Got the championship. That's all it counts at this time of year.
Finally, at 285, Abraham Lincoln's Jordan Bywater on the bottom gets up and away from SBL's Darian Tillman in the second period. And that's it. The senior ranked 5th in Class 3A wins his 2nd conference title, and Bywater had to sweat it out.
Don't let him up. Wrestle the best I can and never give up. That's my thought process this whole year is don't give up. Nobody's better than you.
Tomorrow, don't miss. It's a big stepping stone because all these teams, except for Sergeant Bluff, are in our district. So that'll give them good seeds at the district tournament and confidence going in.
So 3 from Council Bluffs come out of the Missouri River Conference tournament with their brackets and first place medals. Sergeant Bluff Luton standing tallest with the team championship. Thomas Jefferson finished 4th, Abraham Lincoln 6th. Now, once again, it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. Missouri River Conference Wrestling Tournament, AL's Jordan Bywater works his way through the 285-pound bracket. The defending champ, 1 more hill to climb. Scoreless in the second period, Bywater finally escapes Darian Tillman from Sergeant Bluff Luton. The senior wins it 1-0, and the Lynx wins his 2nd straight MRC title. And for that, Jordan Bywater with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Face-to-face classes start every 8 weeks, right here in Council Bluffs. Okie dokie, so the 2nd season has begun on the mat. Getting ready to tip things off on the court as well, as now the fun really begins. Fun? Somebody say fun? Well, we always have fun here on the BSZ. Until next week. So, as always, for the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and I'll see you around.